Eugene and Bea. Can't believe they're gone. Raymond and Ronnie. Oh yeah, this is in front of Norma's house in Blue Earth. Eugene B. and Mary and Ronnie. Fern and her husband. You know, Fern and Bob before leaving September 2nd. And Ethel. They're in her fur coats. Evelyn. That's the Irene Warner and her family. You know, the Warners have disappeared. Nobody knows where they are. Kohlberg with Stanley. Bob Kohlberg with Stanley.
Kohlberg was
Stanley's first name. Dora adopted him.
Oh, okay. So, in fact, that's Stanley's dad?
Yeah, it was Stanley's real dad.
That's Stan's real dad?
Yeah,
Okay. See, now I would have lost that. That would have been lost.
Yeah, I didn't know I had that even. And of course, Evelyn never talks about her dad, him or anything, you know, I mean to Stanley.
Were they divorced, or did they ever get married, or did they?
Oh yeah, they were married and divorced. They lived on the farm with his mother, and Bob wouldn't make initiative to do too much here and there, so Evelyn just walked out one day and said, this is it. She even joined the Catholic Church for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Who were?
This was Beverly Fierke, and that's
Topper and Darlene.
Topper and Darlene.
Okay.
There's Marianne with, I suppose, a bottle of pop. Darlene, Topper, and Macy. The Topper, he looks like him yet. There's Marianne. She was a cute little girl.
Where did they live?
Huh?
Where did they live?
Who?
Darlene and... did they live over by the station all the time?
Yeah. That was their only house.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I was thin there, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Topper, huh? Mother, Dad with his pipe, and Marianne. Little Assyrian girl.
Topper.
Topper, Marianne, and Darlene and I. Polk Street, and somebody's dog out there.
There's manure in the yard. What?
Oh, go back.
What was that about?
Oh, Walter would know about that. I got to tell him about that. Ronnie decided to get manure and put all over our yard for fertilizing it. And it stunk so the whole neighborhood. And when he drug it up, it rotted underneath. It was terrible. It was terrible. But he had manure put all over the yard. I didn't know I took a picture of it. He was going to have special grass. Now that door was at the back door, going out that way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, see, that was our back door.
Okay.
Going out that way.
Oh, okay.
There's Alice. There's the girl you were talking about.
There's the busty gal,
Alice. Yeah, she was too. Yeah, she always wore her hair like that with a flower on her side. Miss Angie and Dolores Edstrom.
Donna?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Donna. I didn't know she ever had hair that long. Donna again. She never wanted her picture taken.
What lake would that have been?
Long Lake probably out here, or else, I don't think Silver Lake. I think Long Lake, we used to go out there. I drove usually. Dolores Ekstrom, she lived in Columbia Heights. Them were the docks in them days. There's Dolores. There's the corner house there, and there's Ma's steps.
Mm-hmm.
No sidewalk and the bank. There's me cleaning out the car. I was always cleaning out Ronnie's cars. Ellison would help me, or Alice would help me. That's before the house got finished. Look at the mess.
And what's she up to there?
I don't know, digging in her purse, I suppose, for lipstick or something.
Oh, okay.
There she was, dressed up, the plaid skirt.
Where'd she grow up?
She was in South Minneapolis. I'm washing the car there yet. Is that me?
Mm-hmm.
Had a hat on, evidently, and there was me with a pleated skirt.
Yeah, I don't know what, all in white there.
There's an old house, so it must have been right side of our house. There's our back door going out towards the garage.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's Darlene Ethel on the courthouse steps. She was going for a divorce. Darlene stood up for her.
Darlene stood up for her.
I mean, Darlene witnessed for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Warren and I stood up when she got married.
Well, that's the one you talked about before.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the guy came in on the freight train.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where is this?
Ethel's backyard.
Oh, yeah. That's when we went to Ann Arbor, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what that'd be? This looks like Montana, though. I mean, this looks... There's Aunt Ethel.
And who else? Ethel's house, 1947. Yeah. Wasn't that in Ann Arbor?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't remember.
Does that look like Ethel's house?
Yeah, that's Ethel, their house.
Okay.
There's Min.
Who was Min?
Min was a girlfriend of Fern Steyer's. They lived together
Okay.
in New York City. No, New York. I flew there for Fern's wedding, and I met this Min because Fern got married and took off for honeymoon.
Okay.
And so Min took over as a friend, and we still write back and forth. But somehow or other, her and Fern become enemies, and Fern has never heard from her.
Really?
Yeah, but I've written to her ever since. I just got a letter from the other day.
No kidding.
Yeah. They worked at the Kodak company. Her and her, both husbands, Min and Fern's husband, worked at the Eastman Kodak company in Rochester, New York. It was Rochester, New York. And I flew out there for the wedding. And that's the Min. And
Min
Fern.
and Fern,
Yeah,
okay.
they were friends then.
Okay.
Min's house. Years later, I went back out to California and we went to visit Min, Evelyn and I.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's pictures of that.
Yeah, yeah. There's Min and I think it's her, oh no, I don't know who's on the horse, did it say?
There's her brother, I think.
Yeah, probably, oh yeah, Bud.
Here's the California Min.
Oh yeah,
Anaheim, California.
yeah,
Judy's there, Judy Bell.
yeah, and that's Min's daughter and kids then, evidently.
Yep.
And there's Min in her house. Oh, I had a migraine that day we got there, it was terrible. We went to, that's Min's daughter. They're all grown up now and got kids, and I lost track of whose kids is whose kids. She's a cute little girl.
This is Min and her family.
Yeah,
Rochester, New York.
yeah, that was her sisters and brothers at that time. Min wasn't married. Hey, there's that root beer stand.
Oh, okay. Next
yeah,
to the
popcorn,
bandbox.
5 cents an ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the old,
How long would it have been there then? How long did you keep it there?
oh, I can't remember. We had to get it off the property eventually even. because it ruined the tradition of the band boxes. And that's Angie. I can't believe Angie died last year. She went so fast, he said 2 hours after a heart attack, suffering, and she went.
Alice and you?
Must have been in that neighborhood.
Dancing on a car?
Yeah. We were in a pose anyway. That's the back door again by the where it got finished. Allison. She always wore her hair like that, brushed it. She brushed and brushed her hair. Me. Oh, it's some park or something, huh?
That's back to me and her
yeah,
brother
yeah,
in New York.
yeah. I was even on the horse, I think. And her brother.
Here's you and Fern. And this is you out in New York.
Mm-hmm. That was that girl's car. Angie. Mary and Angie.
Must have been working on the yard or something?
I don't know. Who knows? We probably might be in the yard having a water fight. Who knows? There's Min and I again. Yeah, that Min was a nice girl. That's her and her horse. She must have been into the horses.
There you are
Yeah,
with the horse.
that was her car at the time. But I don't know whatever happened to her and Fern. They never were friends. And nobody didn't dare talk about it. I never tell Fern anything about her either anymore. Don't know whatever happened.
There's the three of you.
Yeah.
So Alice and Angie were out there with you too?
No, that was here
Oh, okay.
at Vi's house, I think. They worked for us. Oh, your brother was skinny. Where was that at? Lake Calhoun?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's Min's folks.
Oh, yeah. Smarting off again. I don't know where that was at.
I think that was New York again. Here you are now out in Anaheim.
Yeah. That's when I had a migraine headache. I got there. Wow. I was sick all day. And now there's Min and her family years later. I got a picture of them every year for many, many years. I got in a photo album, and all of a sudden, they don't send any pictures anymore at all. But he was in that business. You know, he worked for the Kodak.
Okay.
They always took pictures. Evelyn, Min, and I. Min is a funny name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's Judy and the family again. Yeah, we went to Disney World out there at that time.
Did you?
Yeah. We drove to California, Evelyn and I. That's Angie trying on my mink coat. I still got that in the basement, can't get rid of it.
Sam and Angie and her daughter?
Mm-hmm. She had 2 girls. This was her first one. We went out there to Montana,
Oh, okay.
Allison and I. We took a train.
Oh.
Yeah, the 2 girls married and got children. But I don't even know what happened to Sam. You know, all of a sudden Angie died and she said nothing about Sam. And I've been writing Christmas cards, Sam and Angie. They brought a calf in the house in Montana. We went out there to see him. They brought the calf in the house because it was just born. And they wanted to keep it warm. So they brought it in the house. Mary, Evelyn, Angie.
Yep.
And that's Donna Juvic. That's one of Angie's daughters.
Oh.
As she got older then, there's that old car of Ronnie's. Alice and Angie and Mary were dressed up for some reason. Flashy dresses.
Mm-hmm. You were dressed to kill.
Yeah.
Well, there's Sam though too. So
Yeah.
she must have been dating Sam, or were they married?
No,
already?
they were married.
Oh, okay.
We were just friends, and we went out there and taking pictures. Sam was good to us. Evelyn, look at how different she looks.
71 versus 51, 20 years later.
Yeah. There's Sam and Angie. Later.
Mrs.
Wow.
Montana?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this here,
that's
because
at
there's
your
my,
house.
yeah.
Oh, that's your
They
house.
must have stopped here to visit.
Okay.
But they haven't been here for a long time, and we hadn't seen them for many years, but we always send cards back and forth. That's her daughter getting, choir. Angie was a singer too. Is that Evelyn?
Yes.
Oh, and there's Tina. My dog Tina.
Oh, that's
I see the dog, but I didn't see her.
There's the midget.
Yeah, putting on a show. And he had a lot of midget friends. And there's Grace. She come to see us after Harvey died.
That was his husband, her
Yeah, Harvey and
ex-wife.
yeah, she made spaghetti. I got her recipe. And she played the accordion. She was a cute little girl for being a midget. Oh, that was Harvey's brother, Earl Williams. There's
Now,
it.
this is the old Botcher house in Blue Earth.
Yeah, there's where we lived.
When did you live there? What
Oh,
year?
well, I was, our first house after we left Grandma's, we worked for Botchers. And I lived there until Marlon was born there. Well, we lived there. Dawn and Marlon. And Marlon was a baby when we moved to town.
Okay, and then is this the same Botcher, or this is a different one?
No, this is the same Botcher house.
Okay.
There's,
And then the Botcher family?
yeah, there's Donald Botcher. This is Donald with his family, but Donald's dad was my dad's boss, John Botcher.
Okay.
And this is Donald.
So you lived on the farm and essentially were denture, you worked on it and that's how you paid the rent?
Yeah. And we got $30 a month, $1 a day. And half the time, John would talk Dad into buying some old car, and we had nothing for the rest of the month because Dad bought the car. So we had nothing in the house to eat, but I don't know how we managed. But then on Saturday nights we'd go to town, and we were lucky if we had a ring of bologna, come home and divide that up for our supper. We 9 out of 10 times be out of sugar, no sugar for our oatmeal. And it was rough.
No, and so the Botcher family are still friends?
See,
or-
there's
That's the old man?
John and Mabel, yeah, Botcher.
the-
And this one was Donald, the son.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were the original...
They were the owners,
you were
yeah.
the owners that-
yeah.
that
we
Hugo worked for.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's this? Something about Hugo and the silo?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, I don't know. There was some big joke about Dad working on the silo.
Yeah, it says HK in the silo. Put it in there. Hugo put an HK in the silo?
Oh, his initials on the side of the silo. Was that it? Could you see him there?
They're up here.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Dad put his initials in the silo.
When he made it, or?
When they was built, yeah. He didn't make it, but somebody else did, but he got up there and put his initials in the silo. They let him do that. And there was a daughter of, she was my age, out of the Botcher kids. She died young, too.
Okay. And her family.
Yeah. Doris Fish and Margie Botcher's daughter. And that's Sonny and Hilda. She's still living, but he died. I get a Christmas card from yet, Hilda and Sonny.
Who are they?
Friends. She worked at the Aryan Cafe down there is where I met her. She was Darlene's friend. After Darlene died, her and I started writing. And not too long ago, when I was working at Bridgman's, or after I retired, but her daughters connected me up, and they come here to have breakfast at the Bridgman's, and I walked in and surprised her. And we hadn't seen Hilda for many, many years. Now there's Lester.
There's Ricky, Hilda, and husband.
Yeah.
Ricky and Mark.
Yeah. I don't know how come they were here.
Hilda and Dolores' mother? Grandma Watland.
Oh. Hilda. That's down the street alley. She's still living.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and that was Walter's, Dolores's mother, not Walter's, but his wife's mother.
Oh, okay.
April Olson and Cheryl Sweet, yeah. This is Mr. and Mrs. Olson. They were the cutest couple you ever want to see. They were just so friendly. She's still alive, but he's dead. I don't know how come that is. Hilda's laying here with Tina.
1974.
That's her daughter, April. She's still with her mother. She never got married. Good thing she is, because her mother's getting old. She does a lot of help for her mother. And that's Mr. and Mrs. Hines. Do you know them?
Next door. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He was the barber
Yeah.
at Hines.
That's all he ever did, huh?
Yep.
Now there's Mrs. Peterson. Did you ever know her?
No.
In the alley here, Mrs. Peterson, Virginia Peterson. You never heard anybody talk about her?
No. What connection?
Well, they've lived here in the cross alley. Cornelius knew her more than anything.
Oh, okay.
Mary, Evelyn.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, and there's Mrs. Peterson. She lived to be quite old. Yeah. We must have made her a cake or something for her birthday.
Sure.
80, yeah, it said 80. And there's Jan's dad, Warren Smith. We had one of my old hats on. There's Ray and Jan's
folks.
Yeah, I don't know who the other one is. There's Jan's brother and his wife. And they busted up. They had 2 girls.
Gomack family?
Gamache.
Gamache?
Yeah, from up at the lake. They were neighbors up at the lake.
Newville? Ted Newville?
Yeah. They used to live in our old house on 38th Avenue years and years ago. He came here, he had a collection of money. I gave him streetcar coins and things from our country here, our state. He lived in someplace else, Ted Newville. This girl here was the one that died in Evelyn's car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, when I used to go to school here, she used to come over here.
Is that right?
And we belonged to all these ladies. I was still alive as far as I know, except that one. There you know who they are.
There's Grandpa and Grandma Moore. And Phoebe and Edith are up there.
Yeah. I recognize Edith right away, and that's
Faye and Ray.
Yeah,
And there's Jan and Jerry,
yeah. Jerry, who?
her husband.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Jerry Kuss.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, that ain't him, is it? How are they doing?
Doing good.
Is that Ronnie?
Yeah, that's Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the big guy? Slim?
Yeah, he was a big shot with the bakery. He was in cahoots with our restaurant business when we had the drive-in.
Oh, yeah?
And his wife, she babied Ronnie too. When I started a divorce on Ronnie, he'd go down there and live. They'd pamper him. That's him, Slim.
Started the divorce. I mean, you did try.
Oh yeah,
You
I
did?
started a divorce 3-4 times.
Did you?
Every time he'd win because I got tired of feeding attorneys and I said, that's it, no more. I was going to sweat it out. I did that thinking he'd wise up or quit drinking.
Uh-huh.
It was a threat, it was more or less than anything.
So you're at some cabin here?
Yeah. That Keene was a big guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. So he was Ronnie's partner.
No, he wasn't a partner. He was the big wheel in the bread company. We bought bread from him through our drive-in.
Oh,
And Ronnie made friends with, got the big time friends with anybody. And there's old George Tay and my Tina.
And what was George Tay's connection? Just a family friend?
Across the alley here. He lived there many years, many years. And him and Dad were buddies, you know.
I remember it.
He didn't drive and Dad did. So he'd say, Dad'd go over there and say, where are we going to yuckle to today? Now, I got a letter from them, a Christmas card with a picture on again this year from them. They were here.
Who are they?
They tried to talk Ronnie into sobering up.
Really?
Just good Christian peoples from the church here, and they didn't even belong to our churches. After we left, they belonged to the church down here. Now there is Wayne's buddy from down the street, and Pal, our dog Pal. That's a platform in back.
Right, right. Ronnie and the neighbor girl. Somebody's out helping. So that would have been this one here.
Oh yeah, she was a cutie. Ronnie liked little girls. You know, he'd bring them home, and I would have to babysit them. You know, he'd bring them home and turn them over to me. And she was a cutie. I wonder who she is. Can't remember. Did you see the background here before we did that? See, Ronnie had this artificial brick looking.
Oh, yeah.
This used to be my tomato patch.
Uh-huh.
Look how he was laughing with that little girl.
Yeah.
I can't remember who she belonged to.
Ronnie's Santa?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it said Ronnie and children. Ronnie and Christmas of something. Yeah. Ronnie and children.
Oh,
And his Peterson boys.
yeah, this is the boy that shot Wayne.
Really?
Yeah. And this is Gear Boy.
What was his name? Chuck?
I can't remember what the Peterson boy's name was. Jim?
Jim and Chuck.
Yeah. Charles. Jim, I think it was. One that shot Wayne.
Okay. And then now these are all photos you've seen. These are what we did last year.
Yeah, okay.
So, good. Very good.
Whoa, did I have a... I don't think they hurt anything, do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, I got two.